EA's Iron Man game could be due out sooner than we anticipated following its recent reveal a month or so ago, and a new recruitment video for Virtuos game studio could reaffirm early reports that they are currently working on a Metal Gear Solid remake. Today on Daily Gaming News. Welcome back, gamers. Before we get into today's news, if you would do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already to support the channel, and of course leave any feedback, thoughts, or constructive criticism in the comments below. Now let's get into it. So here we're looking at a report from VideoGamesChronicle.com. It states a Virtuous recruitment video could be hinting at a Metal Gear Solid project. A new recruitment video posted by Chinese studio Virtuos prominently features a reference to Metal Gear Solid franchise, amidst reports that the company has been handed the license. The video began circulating social media over the weekend, promotes the studio's Montreal office, and focuses on the art team. However, notably during the video, the book The Art of Metal Gear Solid is shown in one shot sitting on an artist's desk. You can see the screenshots here. Usually this wouldn't justify attention, but Video Game Chronicles sources claimed last year that Virtuos was working on a new version of Metal Gear Solid 3 in particular, and later reported that an employee at Virtuos had claimed it's working on an unannounced AAA action-adventure game remake following the report that it had been handed the Metal Gear Solid license. Skipping through the article a bit, it states, according to the VGC's report from last year, Konami is understood to have softened its stance over licensing its game properties. Evidence of this was seen recently with the reveal of several new Silent Hills projects, including a remake of Silent Hill 2. And then I'm also going to bring up an article I found from Insider Gaming to maybe clear up some confusion that I've seen going around regarding this. It has the title, "The first Metal Gear Solid 3 remake teaser was posted and then deleted," it's claimed. Now, this was apparently proven false. It's been claimed that Virtuos, the studio known for porting a large number of games, posted a teaser for the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake earlier and then was quickly deleted. Now, I believe that is a separate video than the artist video, the video highlighting the artist and the recruitment video, which showcases the book The Art of Metal Gear Solid. So that part is true, but apparently there was a separate video, a teaser, fan-made or something that referenced Metal Gear Solid being officially announced. Apparently that's false. But when I try to look up the video that they're linking here, it actually doesn't take me to anything but like some type of forest Unreal 5 showcase. So I'm not quite sure what that's about. So there we have two seemingly separate reports from Insider Gaming and VGC indicating Virtuos Studio is working on the Metal Gear Solid remake, not referring to the proven false leak. It's clear Konami, the intellectual property holder of Metal Gear Solid, is ready to get into the business of making video games again, other than their pachinko machines, as is evident with the 3 to 4 projects they announced for the Silent Hills franchise. So it does not seem like a stretch for a mostly unknown development team like Virtuos to be working on a Metal Gear Solid remake, because I think most of those games that were announced in the Silent Hills franchise recently are by lesser known teams. Even the bigger looking Silent Hills game, F, is going to be made by a team that hasn't really released their own game yet at all. If this is true, the game is probably just a year or two into development and won't be released anytime soon. Some fans might be concerned about the mostly unproven development team touching a storied and well-regarded franchise, similar to what happened with Metal Gear Survive after Kojima infamously left Konami. But with this being a remake, I think the team doesn't have the creative freedom, so to speak, to mess up the game so much as they did with Metal Gear Survive. Not saying that it's not possible, but it's far less likely to feel as alien to people familiar with the franchise. And until we see something solid from the game, I'm still looking forward to any news from a Metal Gear remake. And speaking about keeping faith in big publishers with a checkered past, publisher EA recently announced they have at least a 3-game deal with Disney to make Marvel games. We're going to read from another Video Game Chronicles article. So it says here, EA has confirmed its Marvel deal covers at least 3 action-adventure games. EA revealed in September that it has struck a deal to make several new games based on Marvel properties, beginning beginning with an Iron Man title. And in a press release on Monday, it confirmed that the agreement covers at least 3 new action-adventure games. Each title will tell an original story set in the Marvel Universe and be released for consoles and PCs. EA COO Laura Miele is quoted here stating, "We can't wait to see players' reactions when they suit up as Iron Man and to do the extraordinary things this superhero is known for." EA has published the Anthem game. BioWare made it, but they're an in-house studio. If anything, I think that probably gave them the confidence or the blueprint to work on an Iron Man game. That was my first thought when I saw Anthem, is that the flying mechanics would make a great Iron Man game. So this just kind of makes sense in a way. EA is also reportedly making a single-player open-world Black Panther game. It was recently claimed that the project is in the early stages of development and at a new studio headed by former Monolith Productions boss Kevin Steffens. And this is just a report, so pretty much a rumor. It hasn't been confirmed by EA what other IPs will be worked on from Marvel, aside from Iron Man, that is. EA published Anthem used a mechanic very similar to Iron Man's flight, where a mechanized suit with hand and boot thrusters to enable flight through it. Although Anthem was disappointing in many ways, the flying was one of the few things it got right, so hopefully EA can pass on and share the techniques used for flying with the new Iron Man game team, as BioWare made Anthem, and they're not the team that's going to be making the new Iron Man game. That's going to be done by the team that is currently making the Dead Space remake, I believe. Yes, Motive Studio. And we might not have to wait very long to find out, as a report from Insider Gaming states, and I'll just read from the article here. Motive's Iron Man game has already started playtesting. It's been a month since Motive officially announced it was working on a new Iron Man game, and sources have revealed that the game has already started playtesting. Sources have revealed that the playtesting officially starts on October 31st to November 2nd and will be EA's one-on-one playtesting at one of its studios. This is likely to include plot points, game mechanics, game modes, and more. But while it's not officially been stated how long Motive's Iron Man game has been in development, playtests this early on from its announcement suggests it's been in pre-production for at least some time. And that's the article there, so I'm just going to go into my thoughts real quick. The playtesting mentioned in the article, if true, hopefully points to the game being at least 2 years or so in development, but honestly, they could be playtesting something like a narrow vertical slice that would serve as a proof of concept, so the Iron Man game could likely be several years away still. At least if this is true, it would mean that the team at least has a general idea of what they want the game to be already. Anyways, here's to hoping that EA doesn't decide to make this Iron Man the online live service game, and that it doesn't take too long to come out. And that's all for the video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and if there was anything I missed or you just want to make some suggestions for the next video, go ahead and drop a comment, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, it helps more than you know, and of course, as always, thanks for watching Game X Affinity.